Hi, this is Sandra from the blog Cherry Heart, coming to you today with podcast number 6. Bit of a gap, as per usual, between this podcast and the last ones, mostly due to summer holidays happening. I've only got one little girl, shouldn't be too much work, should it, to entertain one and do other things, but I don't know, once the holidays roll around we seem to get very busy, and if we're not busy we're very much in the holiday routine of getting up late and not getting dressed very quickly, hanging around in pyjamas and things. Very easy to slip into that casual routine, but actually this year we've been pretty busy. Big holiday to Florida, which I mentioned on the blog, so that was 2 weeks, and then birthday parties, 10th birthday parties, no less, to deal with. And so it's been busy. But anyway, I'm here now. So I've lots to catch you up on, so I'll try and be quick because I've only got a certain amount of time before my little madam comes back from school, actually. So we'll jump straight into it and I'll show you what I'm working on at the moment. I've got a couple of knitting things to show you. I have got a couple of crochet things on the go, but nothing particularly off the ground as yet. So knitting wise, I'm making these, which is a pair of arm warmers. I'm smiling as I say that because if you've followed the blog for more than 5 minutes you'll know I'm a bit partial to an arm warmer. Yeah, so I started these before I went on holiday. I started these in July, if you would believe it, because we actually had a day and I thought, I could just put a pair on, and I was wearing something that had quite a short sleeve, I think, and I wanted a sleeve, a little mitt wrist warmer thing that would come up quite high, and I wanted to knit one. So it's sort of just like the bottom of a jumper sleeve really, but I want it to come right up over my arm here because that's how I like to wear them, quite up high, and then I can just scrunch them back if I need to. So this is sort of following the Colour Block hand warmers, I think it's called. It's on the Pearl Soho site. I say following, I haven't got the right wool. I think I'm using DK. Well, it might not be actually. It might be 4-ply. But anyway, their stitches didn't seem to match what I wanted to do. I'm using different needles or something was different anyway, so I'm kind of making it up as I go along really. This is the wool. The Regia Angora Merino. Now you don't seem to see a lot of this about. I got it from a shop in Leighton Buzzard, which I can't remember the name of actually, but I will link it. I don't even know if they sell online, but anyway, point being, this stuff is really, really nice. Actually, let me get a lighter colour to show you. It's so hairy. It's soft, and this is the duck egg blue colour. Just lovely colours they had. And it's soft, but it's got a nice halo, and it's just passes the neck test. So even though it's got Angora and things in it, it's still good. So those are the 3 colours I'm using. So we've got beige, the duck egg blue, and a sort of peacocky teal. So yeah, if you look at the pattern, it just has blocks of colour, as it says, colour block and arm warmers. And I think it's supposed to have a little thumb hole, but I might leave that out just because I can't be bothered, quite frankly. So I might knit until it gets a bit longer, and I might add a little bit of grey to the end, and then I'll just do a bit of ribbing and stop. But yeah, I started working on those again because last few days here it's got really cold again. And also it's ever so simple, just round and round. Just knit, round and round, so sometimes that's really nice to relax to, isn't it? Something you don't have to think about. So those are on the go, plodding along. And then I've got these on the go. So excited about these. going to get it all in order and then I'm going to show you, because it's a big wow factor. Well, I think there is. Look at that! Oh my God! Isn't it amazing? Let's get the wool out of the way. And look, I've done stranded knitting and you can actually see the pattern, and it doesn't look horrendous. I have a bit of a thing with stranded knitting. We don't get on well. I always have problems. That's the back. Look, it's just got simple stripes on the back. Some of my edge bits are a bit obbly bobbly. Look there, that one didn't go very smoothly. But I think this one came out a bit better, so hopefully I'm getting better as I go. But I'm so pleased with those. So pleased with how they're coming out. I've wanted to do this pattern for quite some time now. It's from this Pom Pom magazine. And it is... I've found the pattern now. Yeah, the pattern and the pictures aren't together. Bear with. Should have marked this beforehand, shouldn't I? Here we go. That's the picture of them done. As you can see, I've stuck to pretty much the same colours, although I am using different wool. And that's what it's called. Elsk, do we think? By Marion Holland. Anyway, I saw those and I was like, oh, I have to make some. I saw them on Ravelry, I think, and I didn't have the magazine at the time. But when did I get it? I think when I went to Loop earlier in the year. When was that? June? May? I don't know. Anyway, I saw it at Loop there, so I grabbed one while I could. But yes, very excited by that, how that's coming out. As I was saying, Fair Isle and me don't really get on. So I went to Little Cotton Rabbit's website. She makes the little rabbits out of cotton. She makes the little toy rabbits and other animals as well. Gorgeous. If you haven't seen them, have a look, because they're just adorable. But she does Fair Isle knitting to do little dress patterns, little outfits that the rabbits and animals wear. And she did a post about knitting tips. So I thought, when I read that, and I think it was like at least a year ago, possibly several years ago she posted that, I thought to myself, aha, I will come back to that. And I did. So I've been following her little tips about how to do it neatly, and it's working. So look, I just want to show you the inside. Look at that. Look how neat the inside is coming as well. I'm so proud of myself. Yeah, very pleased about that. So that's exciting, but obviously it's not the sort of, I don't know, I was going to say it's slow going, but actually it hasn't taken me that long to get that far, so it's coming on nicely. I'm hoping I'll get to the heel at this week. Although I am working on those arm warmers because I want them done because it's cold, so I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, no rush. So this is the wool I'm using. It's Signet Truly Wool Rich. I got that in that same Leighton Buzzard shop. So it's just 75% superwash wool with 25% polyamide. It seems quite nice though. It's got sort of a nice fluff to it, so I'm hoping it will work well on the stranded. It'll help it sort of stick together a little bit, felt up, and be nice and, well, I think they're going to be super cosy because you've got that double thickness, haven't you? So that should be good, but I'll just work on that slowly. That's a slow project, I think. So that's what I'm working on at the moment. And then I wanted to catch you up on the couple of sort of one event, yarn buying opportunities is what I want to catch you up on basically. So there was Fibre East, which was before I went away, end of July, which I went to with Sam from Betsy Makes Again. Oh my God, we had a great time. It was fantastic. There was so much to see, and yeah, we spent a reasonable amount of money. We could have spent more, I'm sure. Practically endless. Oh, and I just thought of something else I didn't get to show you. I shall do pausing and get it because it's quite exciting, I think. Okay, I paused you. I just wanted to go and get this. Look what I got at Fibre East. I got me some fluff. I got me some spinning fluff. Because I need another hobby. I am not very busy and I need more things to fill my time. Not. That's not on mine, just to say. Yeah, so we went to Fibre East. It was near the end of the day. Brought some other things, which I will show you in a sec. And then we went past, well, we'd been past many stalls with lovely spinning things, and I thought what I normally thought, which is, oh yeah, it's all very nice, but I don't need something else to be getting into. And, you know, I'll leave that to others. As lovely as it is, it's not like there's plenty of nice wool to be getting along with. And then we went past Spin City UK's stall, and yeah, just my mouth dropped open really at all the lovely things she had. So we spoke to Louise, who runs it and makes these lovely things, and she was sort of showing, oh well, let me just show you how to do it. Yeah. So anyway, I got sucked in basically. I got involved in the spinning. So I'm going to have a go. So this was a little sample that she was working on, and she let me have a little go at the show. And then I had a bit of, I'm sure there's a proper technical term for these, which I haven't got to, but I had a bit of fluff left that I just sort of finished up and span on here. So that's all. Well, it's all very mysterious, but all quite exciting, and I just haven't really had a proper chance to have a go. I'm dying to, but I'm blaming it on the holidays again. Haven't had a chance to do anything. Holidays. Yeah, so anyway, so these bits of fluff are both from Spin City. Let me read you her thing. spincityuk.etsy.com. So there's this one. This was the first one I saw. I think it might be called Licorice All Sorts. I'll look and link, but quite appropriate if that is the right name. But yeah, fell in love with that. And then this, again, I can't remember what this was called. I will find out. I think it might have been something about angel. It's a bit like sort of candy fluff mixed with, I don't know what really. But it's got sort of, I don't know if you can see it, but it's got like a little bit more shimmery, shiny bits through it. Oh, just fell in love with it. Couldn't resist. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to become a master spinner anytime soon, but I would like to have a go. And what I'm going to bear in mind, which is what Louise said to me, which I quite liked, she was like, just go for it with these. Just go for it and spin them, because if you love these, it doesn't matter how they come out. Just enjoy having them, enjoy spinning them, and then just enjoy using them afterwards. If they're a bit fat and a bit thin, fine, it's a sort of a novelty yarn. You can still find a use for it. And I thought that's really good, because another thing that put me off spinning is I thought, oh, the learning curve, you know, you're going to have to work at it for such a long time before you can get anything you can use. But I thought, no, you're right, that's a really good philosophy, so I'm just going to go for it. I've got one little other bit of fluff, a smaller bit that was just in this really nice lime colour. So I'm going to do that bit first, because I don't want to completely trash these. So I'm just going to do that one bit first, and then I'm just going to dive in and use these, because she's right. However it comes out, it won't matter. It's all part of the fun of the thing. It's all part of the process. Ooh, sorry, I moved you. So yeah, so that's exciting. And then I'll quickly run through all my other purchases. I'm just thinking I don't want to linger too long because it's going to take me a long time. I spent a lot lately. But in my defence, I have saved for it because I knew I had these two big sort of purchasing opportunities coming up. So lots of saving has gone on. So I also got this book from Rachel Coopy, the Coop Knit Socks. I think this is the first one, yeah. I've been wanting to knit one of her patterns for a long time. I've been sort of eyeing them up, and so yeah, I decided to go for it and get the book. It's one of those where you think, now how many patterns will I knit out of this book? Is it worthwhile? And me and Sam were both standing at the stall going through, deciding which one was best. And the more I look at them, the more I just think, I could probably knit most of these in here. I really like pretty much all of them. So I think it's going to be good. So these are the ones I made, which is the Pennycrest socks, which I'm hoping is coming up on the screen. I can't see, I've blocked it out. There we are. And try and get a little bit closer. Oh gosh. There we go. So relatively simple. I think I saw Little Bobbins Knits made these ages ago out of just a white or cream yarn. I think she made them for her mum for Christmas. And I've wanted to make a pair ever since then. So this is mine. That I've finished already. Well, I say already, it took me ages. I took them to a holiday, I took them to America and back and did about 2 inches altogether the whole time. I was supposed to knit on the plane. I actually got my knitting needles on the plane and everything. I had wooden ones. Let me have them on there, no problem. That was all alright. Didn't do a lot though. So yeah, so it's probably not the best yarn choice for that pattern because obviously it doesn't show it off to its, you know, you can't really see the pattern to the best of its. But the reason I chose it is because this was one of the yarns I got from Easy Knits at Fibre East, and it's called Deeply Wicked Dusted Dreams, and this is the Coffee Eclair colourway. Oh, I just fell so in love with it. They had quite a few colourways in this Dusted Dreams that were just gorgeous, but this called to me like you wouldn't believe. So I just had to use it straight away, and I had to do that pattern straight away, and I got all excited and just went for it. But I'm really happy with them. I'd probably knit the pattern again just so you could have I could have another version where you could actually see the pattern a bit more clearly. But I don't care because I think anything in this looks fantastic. So that's exciting. So that was the first thing I did, Fibre East. The night I got home, I had my new book and my new yarn, making my new socks in my new bag. And this is just a little project bag I got there as well, which is made from, by the lady at Mansfield Crafts. Northampton, that's where it is. I was thinking Nottingham and I knew that wasn't right. I think they're in Northampton or on the outskirts of. I shall link it. I should find out information and then podcast so I know what I'm talking about. Top tip for next time. But yeah, it's just perfect for socks and it's just really cute. She had a whole load of these and she had the same fabric in a different colourway, and she had like needle cases and crochet hook cases as well. But just feeling, I don't know, it's sort of simple, but I just love that so much. So that's what they travelled holiday in. So I'll have to find another use for it now I've finished my socks. And what else did I get from Easy Knits? Hadn't heard of them before, I don't think, but their stall was amazing. They were really nice. 2 guys on the stall, really lovely, and just their colours and everything. I could have scooped up the whole lot. Apparently they weren't, you know, keen on that idea, but it's gorgeous. So I went for this one, which is kind of limey and citrusy. It's sort of like lemon and lime on a grey background. Don't know what that will come out like. Don't know if it's, I don't think it's self-striping. I think it's a bit more random. It's called Dandy and the colourway is Cocktail Hour. I just liked it. So that's 100% Blueface Leicester, and this one I'm particularly drawn to these sort of splodgy colourways at the minute. This one is, oh, this is Deeply Wicked Dusted Dreams again. See, I told you I like these. And this one's called Wreck. So that will come out hopefully a little bit like these socks then when it's knitted up, sort of all splodgy. which I like that. I don't like too much, you know, I don't like pooling and all that. I like evenly distributed random splodges. That's what I like. I think it's the control freak in me. See, if I'm doing crochet and I'm choosing the colours, I'm like, this one must go here and this one must go here, and I want to organise it and it must be just so. So if I'm putting the colour distribution in the hands of someone else, if it comes out in some kind of order, I'm like, ooh, it's not the order I would have chosen. But if it comes out all random and splodgy, I'm okay with it. Control freak. Okay, I got this one, which is by Truly Hooked. Just trying to think what it's called. The colour is Lights in the Sky. Don't think the yarn has a name. 75% merino, 20% nylon and 5% stellina. So it's got a sparkle in there. So that's pretty. And I got this. This is just, to touch. It's amazing. 100% mulberry silk. This is from Watercolours and Lace. What's the colourway? Precious Metals. I'm very much drawn to this colour. You'll see a lot of this colour. Sort of soft. Well, it looks quite grey here. But it's sort of a soft shelled pink. That's what colour I just seem to be drawn to all the time lately. So I'm probably going to end up with 4 or 5. They're practically the same colour and then not know what to do with them. But anyway, yeah. So very much liking that. Shawl, probably, I'm thinking. And then the wool barn. I've been looking forward to meeting Maya at the wool barn because I just love her stuff. And we were tracking her down, which hall is she in, where is she? And we thought, right, we found the hall she was in, and then I looked around the corner and, yep, there she is. And I saw her stall and I just recognised her stuff straight away, and she's just got a lovely, what's the word? Colour aesthetic. She's just got really nice style. Very distinctive and recognisable. So I couldn't resist. We were looking at these. Sorry, I'm babbling. It's the excitement, I can't contain myself. Shell pinky, soft pink colour again. Yeah, anyway, she had these. These are alpaca sock. And we were umming and ahhing over colours, which were like, oh, I like this one, I like that one. Oh, I don't know. This one on the end, the grey one, is actually natural. That's an undyed one, but it's just a lovely colour. So I got them all. They'd look really nice in something together, wouldn't they? I don't know whether to use them together or... It's actually, she calls it alpaca sock. And I've got petal, which is the pink, pale cream and natural grey. And it's baby alpaca, silk and cashmere. Lovely and soft. I think it's, for me, alpaca sometimes I find itchy, but baby alpaca I seem okay with. So, yeah, what was I saying? I can't remember. But anyway, it would look lovely in something together. But I don't think I'll actually use it for socks because it's just so soft and lovely. I don't know, it seems a shame, that's all. And then this one also from the Wool Barn. This one I saw straight away. I think I might have seen it before, this colourway, and sort of missed out on it on one of her shop updates. So when I saw it there, I was like, whack, I'm having that. This is Smooth Sock. Hamptons is the colourway, and that's merino nylon. So yeah, again, see that sort of splodgy thing? Splodgy thing and shell pink, that's big with me at the moment. I'm just going to look at my notes. Have I talked about everything? Yes, I have. So that's Fibre East. And then we went to America. And I've got a huge shopping list for America. Huge, but you know, we're not just there to shop. For me, for yarn and fabric. I could probably go 2 weeks and just collect up loads of stuff and bring it all back. You just have so much stuff in America. American people who are watching, you are so lucky. The things you can get out there, it's amazing. I don't know. I'm speechless. It's not that you can't get the stuff here. You can get the stuff here and you can order it on the internet. But you know, where we might be able to get hold of something on the internet in maybe 3 colours, you go to a shop in America and they'll have shelves of it in every conceivable colour and variation, and it just blows the mind. It's staggering. Anyway, I know some of you are going to say, oh, but I'm in this place in America and there's nothing near me. And I know it can't all be like that for you everywhere, but at least you can order it and get it sent to you. It's a bit harder to do that when you've got all the customs and things in another country. Anyway, massive tangent. Let me just show you what I got. So we were very busy, so we didn't really have a lot of time for shopping. So the first week we hardly stopped for air, really. It's all, you know, we did the whole Disney thing. There's Universal and there's water parks, and there's so many Disney sections now. There's the Magic Kingdom and the Animal Kingdom and the Epcot and the Hollywood Studios. There's just so much to see, it's exhausting. But anyway, we had an afternoon where we thought, we were going to go such and such, we're going to go past a Joann's. So I thought, could we just pop in there? So we went to a Joann's, and once mouth, floor, what? For English people, if you imagine a hobby craft, and then like multiply it by 10, I mean the fabric, I Instagrammed a picture of it, but just some shells of it. It's amazing. I was actually a bit like, you know, when you take a child to a big toy shop and you say you may pick one thing, and they run around and they don't know what to do, and in the end they just burst into tears because there's too much choice and they don't know what to do. That was me in Joann's. Fabric, I don't know where to start. I don't know what to do. So I didn't actually get any fabric, and then I was just looking around, open mouth, thinking, what do I, where do I begin? So I got this. This is Karen, do you say? Simply Soft. Yeah, I was in 2 minds, to be honest, whether to get anything from there. The yarn was a bit more, I don't know, nothing really sort of screamed out to me, because as I say, I have had dribs and drabs of bits. So there was, what was there? The cotton ones, you know, a lot of them have started to come over here now, so there wasn't anything that stood out as I've never seen that, I really must get it. And you can get this over here, but since it was there and I could see all the colours, loved the colours, I thought, and I didn't think we'd be going anywhere else. This is another key point. I thought, well, we're never going to have time to go anywhere else at this rate, and I want to get something, so I'll go for these because they're gorgeous colours. So I'm glad I did, because I think they'll just make a lovely blanket. That was my original thought. But I have sort of heard that it's not always the best yarn for sort of, it balls up, you know, it doesn't sort of keep a very nice appearance. It sort of looks a little bit worn and can look a little bit tatty. And I've also seen on the Ravelry reviews, a lot of people saying the ends come wiggle loose a lot. So I wanted to ask you if you'd used it, what your experiences were, what you thought. Because I don't really want to go and make a sort of huge big blanket and then it sort of not be very good. So I might use it on smaller things and use it up that way. I'm not sure. But let me know if you've used it. Let me know what you think. I would love to know, because first-hand experience is always really useful, isn't it? So that was that. And then, as luck would have it, the next week we went driving, because we were up in Orlando, we went driving down to the coast just below Clearwater, because we wanted to do a beach day. Because, you know, 100-degree heat. Yeah, let's go and lay on the beach, English people. We're going to get fried, aren't we? But, you know, little madam really wanted to, and we thought, well, it'd make a nice break, so we'll do that. And on the way, guess what we found? I was sort of having a little look. Someone had told me before I went about yarnphone.com. So you can type, you know, you type onto the website, website, and it uses your location. It tells you the yarn shops that are near you. So we found one, and we went to it, and it's no longer a yarn shop. It was actually an embroidery shop where they had the most amazing things. It was sort of for cross stitch, but I mean, not just your average, you know, little posy of flowers, or I don't know, they had the most amazing things, and they had rows and rows of these absolutely beautiful embroidery threads, silks and wools, and just the array of colours. Oh, it was amazing. But as gorgeous as they were, I hadn't come for that. But the lady was fantastic, and she said, oh, we used to do yarn here, but I'll tell you where you can go. A couple of blocks, there's another place, they'll have stuff. So she directed us through, lovely, helpful lady, and we ended up at this place called Creativity. Is that how we would say it? Here's her card. I'll link that as well. And we were going to a place called Indian Rocks, but this address is Largo, so we must have been just out of the side of it. Try and get focus for you. Focus. Oh, it's not having it, is it? Can you just about make it out? I'll link it anyway. Silly computer thing. Yeah, anyway, so that was lovely. So another couple of absolutely lovely ladies in there. And I got... Stop gibbering, Sandra. Show us what you got. I got these. This is another thing. You go to a yarn shop in America, they go, oh, do you want us to wind that for you? Yeah, okay, cool. So they wound everything up into balls for me. So this stuff, which is like a really quite sort of chunky cotton in these really funky colours. And let me just find out what it's called for you. Okay, it's Verde Collection by Classic Elite Yarns, Sprout. It's 100% organic cotton. Let me show you the little thing for that, look. So I did actually subsequently find this on a UK site, which is interesting because I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. So if I run out, I can technically get hold of some more. But yeah, I just was attracted to that. And then I found this one, which is like a really deep charcoal grey. Oh, look, it looks quite bluish on here. I suppose it has got a dark blue tinge. It's really quite grey in the flesh, but as you can see, lovely sparkles on it, and quite fluffy too. So pretty. So this is Prism yarn from St. Petersburg in Florida. So local, which is good. Hand dyed, and they call it Radiant Petite Madison Layers. That's a mouthful, isn't it? But it's got merino, cashmere, silk and sparkle. And this is the steel colour. So I must admit, I was attracted to it, just the look of it. But what a bonus that it came from somewhere local. And then I was also attracted to this. Coming the other way now, aren't they? Oh, keep still. Look at that. Sock yarn. I guess it's going to be kind of stripy or pull up somehow, but it was sort of a different colourway, so I thought I would go for it. And the colour is called Watermelon, and this is hand dyed in Florida also by a lady that lives reasonably close to them. So I thought that was good, and she was telling me about the lady that did it and how she comes in and brings her yarn in. So that was fun. So she's called Fibre Seed. Fibreseed.com, and this is Sprout in the watermelon colourway. Just that's a thing there. So that's good. So I was quite pleased that I found sort of nice, you know, local yarns that I can't get around here as well, because that was sort of not the point, but you know, it's always nice to find something that you can't find elsewhere, isn't it, when you go somewhere? So that was really good. And I'm just quickly trying to stay on the schedule, trying to stay to the plan. So I was looking at my notes. So I've talked about Fibre East, I've talked about Florida. So massive spend up. So yeah, so that's me not buying any more wool for, well, should be ages, shouldn't it? That should see me through for probably a few years, I don't know, but we'll see. And then just one last thing I wanted to talk to you about, which is the Spice of Life crochet along. Just wanted to sort of talk about it quickly because we've just started it earlier this week. I'm speechless. Yeah. I'll try and sort of come up with some kind of words. Let me think. Yeah, I'm just blown away. The response to it has been awesome. Just awesome. It's just amazing. So I just wanted to say a huge thank you to everyone for a start. If you've come and joined the Facebook group, or if you've spoke to me on Instagram or on Ravelry or anything, just so many people have been just so sweet about it, and yeah, just so enthusiastic. So I'm just so grateful and pleased, and yeah, I'm excited for it to get started and, you know, actually crocheting to happen. So people are sorting out their yarn at the moment. If you haven't heard about it, it is on the blog. I'll put links and everything to myself and Black Sheep Wools, who I'm also running the crochet along with. And yeah, it's just been great. I'm babbling, I know, I'm sorry. It's excitement again. What am I talking about? Yeah, so people are getting their yarn together. So we're doing packs. Black Sheep Wools, lovely people at Black Sheep Wools, have put together 2 packs. One which is the colours that I used to make the original blanket, and I used Rico Classic Baby DK. And they've also done another pack with Starcraft colours in, because Sarah from Black Sheep Wool, she made a blanket too, and she picked out some really nice Starcraft colours. So we thought, well, why not do both packs? Give people a choice. So that's good. But then, you know, some people are using their own yarn, or they've already got Starcraft and they're looking through Stash to see what they've got. So it's really good to sort of, I'm looking forward to people like posting their pictures of what their colours will be and things. I've seen a couple so far, and there's just some really nice choices already, so they're going to make some lovely blankets, I think. So it's exciting. I'm really looking forward to seeing some more pictures. There's a what's the word? There's a tag on Instagram, spiceoflifecal, CAL. So yeah, I'm looking forward to checking that and seeing the pictures start to come up. So anyway, one more thing to show you, which was I just wanted to show you the colours I used, the Rico colours. Can't get a very good look at them there, can you? Not showing them off to their best ability. Because I haven't actually got the blanket anymore. I sent that to Black Sheep Wools, and they've got it in their shop at the moment, so they can, you know, so people can see it in the flesh sort of thing. So there's 13 colours I used. 13 colours in the main blanket itself, and then this colour I used for the border as well. So there's actually 14 balls of this wool in a pack. But we only needed 13 balls of the Starcraft because they're bigger balls, so we managed to get the border out of one of those as well. But yeah, so the reason I chose this yarn, which I thought you might like to know, is just because of the colours mostly. You know me, colour is king. So yeah, I'm just going to show you a couple of my favourites. This is the turquoise one, don't come up particularly well in this, but that's sort of a really nice duck egg colour. If you know the Debbie Bliss Cashmerino duck egg blue, very like that. And this colour, where's this one? This they call grass, but it's just a fab jade. It's slightly brighter than you see here, but that's just a lovely colour. And then just lots of other lovely ones to complement it. There's a really nice sort of dusky pink, which I think they call smoky pink. Did I write those down? No, I didn't. I quite like this as well, the brown. It's clay they call it, which is quite a good name for it. But it just goes sort of nicely with some of the others. Ice blue, love pale blues, love duck egg blues. Sucker for pink and red together always. Yeah, so anyway, just really nice combinations. Oh, and this is like a royal blue colour. They call it jeans, but it looks so nice. Look, this is something else I want to make as well. Makes a good sort of, oh, can't see, hang on. Cath Kidston collection of colours is what I'm saying. I wonder if I could pile them up and show them to you that way. Oh, with the turquoise as well. See, no, still can't see. Why didn't I make something bigger to show you instead of these silly little hearts that you can barely see? Silly me. Look, just very Cath Kidston colours anyway. Oh, look at me trying to show you and it's not working at all. Yeah, I just thought they'd make really nice Cath Kidston colours. So yeah, so lots of lovely combinations there that work well in a nice stripy blanket, I thought. And hopefully you do too. Yeah, so I just wanted to mention that and just tell you a little bit more about this yarn. What else can I tell you about it? It's acrylic, 50% acrylic and 50% nylon, I think. But it's a bit like Sirdar Snuggly, if you've ever used that. It's kind of comparable to that. It's slightly thinner than the Starcraft and a bit softer, I would say, too. So it's got sort of quite a nice drape to it. And it washes well, which is good in a blanket, I think. So yeah, so that was my reasons, and that's why I chose those colours, in case you wanted to know. But yes, I shall put links to everything relevant to that in the post as well. And yeah, just huge thank you, as I say. I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased you want to join in. Exciting. Okay, I had better leave you now. I think I've talked about everything. I shall try not to leave it quite so long until I podcast again. I do want to do them more often. It's just time, isn't it? But anyway, now school is back. Hopefully we'll be able to sort of get back to at least once a month again. That would be something. It'd be nice to do them slightly more often, but we shall see how it goes. So, yeah, as usual, you can see the show notes on my blog. I'll put a link to that. And if you want to comment, you can do it here on YouTube, or there'll be a Ravelry thread. Yeah, and I will see you around on Instagram or on the blog or wherever. So happy knitting and crochet and spinning times, and I will see you next time. Bye!